Hey guys, welcome to another modding video. Today we are going over how to mod Dirt to Daytona and Test Drive Eve of Destruction. And mod is a little loose term here. We're not really changing much of the game information. We're not really changing data. We're not doing anything in that sort of realm. That stuff's more complicated for these games than it is for Thunder. But I am going over how to change the cars, and by that I mean replacing car types with other car types. So what I mean by that is you can swap the dirt car in Dirt to Daytona to run on in the modified series or the trucks or the cup series, and it'll run on that track, that schedule. It'll just swap its place basically. Test Drive Eve of Destruction, we can take things a bit further. So there is the basic idea of like making every vehicle the bus, and then you could play the entire career mode with buses. But there's actually something a little crazier that you can do that is quite silly, and I'm actually gonna have a bit of a guest on this one. So KG, Kamikaze Games on YouTube, I know he loves this game about as much as I do, if not more. So I asked him if he wanted to live react to it, to what I was working on. I didn't even tell him what game it was at the time. So I have that recorded. I apologize if my volume's not balanced for that. I might be louder than he is. I'm not sure, and I hope not, but I haven't listened to it yet, so I don't know. But I got his reaction to the craziness that I'm going to show you guys a little later on. So the main thing to swap the cars around, you're going to need a tool that can rip apart and rebuild the ISO files. Now, there are multiple tools to do this. The one I like to use is pretty straightforward and simple and quick. It is a tool made by some random dude on this forum for Resident Evil modding. So it's quite... nobody even responded to this. This dude's just some random dude that made a little tool. Like I said, there's plenty of tools out there, but this is just the one that I stumbled upon that is pretty simple to use. The link to this tool's in the description below. It's also on screen, but I have the link to both the thread and the actual file itself. Now, there's a mess of files in here. I tore apart a lot of different games and tried a lot of different things, but not everything work out as smoothly as I thought it would be. Some games don't rip as easy. Some games rip more difficult. They're by that I mean like changing files around is just changing hex data, which is back to what I was doing with the Thunder stuff. But I'm not going that in depth with any of these. I'm just going to show you how to get the different cars. So what you need to do is put this ISO rebuilder in a folder somewhere, and put the original ISO file from the game here. I renamed them to something small just for simplicity's sake, because it makes it a lot easier to rip them apart. So NT04 would be a good one for Thunder 04. So what you do is you then run this tool, and that comes up. It's going to have a dump ISO files and rebuild ISO files command. That's it. Make sure your caps lock is not on, and you press E to dump. Then you type the ISO name, so NT04 is what I just renamed that ISO file. Press enter, and it'll dump NASCAR Thunder 04. Once you've done that, you'll see these folders that start with the @ symbol. Anything that starts with an @ symbol is a file that's been dumped, so NT04 ISO. Now, once I'm done messing with this, you do have to restart this tool, I believe. Yeah, it only runs once. So once I'm done messing with that, when I want to rebuild the ISO, I launch that tool. I press R to rebuild ISO. I type NT04, press enter, and it'll rebuild that into an ISO file. And it names it new underscore whatever the original name was. So I can even delineate that. And then you just point your emulator to this file and you're good to go. That said, whatever you name it here is not going to show up in the PCSX2 emulator. It's just going to show up as the full title of the game. So you may have to check the file path of the ones in the emulator to see which file's your original one and which one's your modded one. So this one right here is Test Drive Eve of Destruction. The actual files that you need to change to swap these cars around, you just go to Data, and then car. And you'll see all of the cars in the game named different things here. So if you want to make every car the bus, what I recommend doing is, first of all, duplicating this folder, this main folder, so that you have an original copy without having to extract it again. Then I'd open your dupe folder to the side. I would delete every vehicle except for the one you want to make every car. And then just make copies of that bus. And every copy of it you have to then rename. So if I got rid of the Bulldog and made that a bus, I'd just make a copy of the bus and rename it Bulldog. But you have to do that for every car that you want to swap. And then when you rebuild the ISO and you load up the game, it should be that every vehicle in the game is the bus. I do want to note the stats of the vehicle seem to carry over, so they will drive like the bus will drive like the bus no matter which car it actually is. So no matter what the stats are shown in game for that vehicle, it should drive like the bus in this case. And we're going to come back to Test Drive Eve of Destruction when we get to the reaction of KG. But first I'm going to jump back into Dirt to Daytona. So Dirt to Daytona has quite a few car files. They're not in a subfolder, they're just in this data folder. The only thing that's interesting, so the dirt car is a file that's not used by the game as far as I can tell. I think they actually scrapped this car model. You'll notice it's a lot bigger file than the other ones. These are all the same because I already swapped them, but Hobby is actually the dirt car in the game. Modified is the asphalt modified. The pace car, changing this doesn't seem to do anything that I've noticed. I haven't paid super attention to it, but I don't think it does anything. You cannot race as the pace car. I know that, though. Swapping it the other way around causes it to crash. Stock is the cup car. Truck is the truck. I actually have a hunch or a theory that maybe the dirt car was something like a late model or a dirt modified, like the Northeast modifieds that got cut. So there might have been another level to the dirt cars originally planned, but that's going way back. And to mod this, you're going to do the same steps you did for Eve of Destruction. You're just going to take whichever car you want the other ones to be and copy it and then rename it to be each type. So again, if I want the truck to be the stock car, delete the truck, I make a copy of the stock car, I call it truck, and then the truck model will load in, or sorry, the stock car model will load in as the truck when we rebuild the game. Again, once you've swapped those, make sure you go back to the rebuilder and then rebuild that ISO and then put that file wherever you need to use it. So I actually just ended up saving ISOs, one with dirt cars, one with mods, one with trucks, and one with cup cars, which is in my folder here. I tried swapping cars from Heat 02 to this and vice versa. I tried swapping them from Eve of Destruction to this and vice versa, and it just doesn't work. The data changed a little too much between the games, so there's no fancy swapping of that. And again, I'm not doing anything crazy with data editing. I do want to figure out, because I know it's possible, and I'll probably show a little clip of it in the video right now, but it's absolutely possible to change the tracks around in Dirt to Daytona and Eve of Destruction. But if you change the tracks around, I tried to get one of the dirt tracks to load with the Cup series, but what happens by just changing these track files around the same way we change the car files, it doesn't actually, the AI doesn't know how to drive that track anymore. There's other data somewhere else in this file that is used for that, for the pathing. So when they run their pace lap, they're fine, but once you start a race or you run practice or whatever, they drive into walls and all over the place. So the reason I'm sad about that is because the Cup Series has a field limit of 43, and loading that on a dirt track works. And I wanted 43 Cup cars going around a dirt track because that sounded freaking amazing in this game. But unfortunately, we're not there yet. But it may be possible down the road. It's just not something I've had time to dig into further. If you guys find anything, please let me know in the Discord or wherever.
So I swapped one of the trailers with one of the cars, and sure enough, I can race this trailer. And it steers the front wheels. Look at it, handles like shit. I love it.
You're cool.
It steers the wheels though. Look at, they coated it to be. I can't believe it. Oh, I gotta try all the different trailers out because they have different ones. Wait, can I change the... Okay, that view doesn't make sense. That view really doesn't make sense. Oh god. There was a body here. Does this help me drive easier? Kinda. It drives so Camperman.
The race is going green. There's the green flag. Last lap. And there's always next time.
Are you ready for intensity on wheels? I'm Alan Bestbrook. Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway. Bristol's 36-degree backed concrete bull ring provides some of the sport's most exciting fender banging racing. 147.
Clear low. Still there. Still there. Clear high. Car high. All clear. Hold your line. Clear low. You're all clear. Car low. Car low. All clear. Car low. All clear. Car high. Stay low. Still there. Clear high. Stay high. Still there. Car low. Clear low. Car high. 5 laps to go. Hold your line. Clear low.
The only preamble I'm going to give you here is that this is exciting. This is fun.
Okay.
But just an asterisk. There's not much more I can do with this currently, or probably anytime soon, or maybe ever.
Right.
But this is a fun time. And I'm going to share my screen for you to see. Now you can see.
No way.
So, KG, what's your favorite vehicle in this game?
That is not easy to answer.
Just pick a car class, at least.
Okay, let's stay in muscle.
Okay, muscle. All right. I'm gonna go with master because that's what I am right now. Do you have a favorite track?
That's tough too. Probably Anoka, honestly.
Anoka? Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. I did turn the music off for, well, YouTube reasons and because it will be stuck in my dreams. All right. Event.
Shortcut race.
Okay. All right. I just want you to know you're not ready for this. Let me turn fast forward off so it doesn't go insane here. All right, here we go. And they
Yes.
fucking drive. And they handle funny.
Oh, the AI can't handle it.
I can't handle it either.
Oh.
So what this particular one, oh god.
And they're weak.
Yes, and they have the same strength as they normally do. I don't know why they have stats to have engines and do things though.
That is a good question. Oh, they're all dead.
Yep, they're all dead, pretty much.
Man.
So this one, it does a wheelie when you hit the gas, which makes it not steer. Oh, they're all dead.
They made it one lap. Amazing.
I don't know if I can do this well, because seeing these go off of jumps is a good time. Oh, AI, why? No.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They're usually better than this. Maybe it was the other track. Oh, God. I promise they're normally better than this. I'm not... Oh, I saw one in the background go flying. Help. I'm stuck. Oh, he reset. Okay, go. Jump! Woo! So, that's the gist of it. But but wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more. It's in career too. That is amazing.
Let's drive around in our new old boat. Oh no, this one's beat up. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, jeez.
And it does kind of try to steer. Oops. No. Fixed. Okay. So yeah, okay. We could drive around, but I'm not gonna make you
Yeah,
go
it's
through
gonna
that.
take a while.
But At the diner, there's a bunch
It is
of
a
boats.
gathering of boats.
The boat convention's in town.
Man.
All right, let's go to an event with the boat and see how that drives. Wait, where am I going? Oh, or if you want to buy some
You
vehicles.
get a new boat. Fantastic.
Yeah, you get which has no different stats in reality. They're all the same.
Wow.
Here they come. Alright. Oh, also, it's terrible. Till they give you control, it's really bad. I can't see. Oh, that doesn't help. It doesn't go higher. Oh yeah, also this.
Huh.
There's kind of a car. An invisible boatmobile. Oh, turn. It doesn't turn. It doesn't turn. It doesn't do a donut. It turns like a boat. There we go. And now I'm first.
Beautiful.
Alright, we gotta do one jump. And this is a fast one.
It is.
Woo! Oh,
Oh dear.
help. Okay, we're good. Yep, and they do, as you notice, they do all die easy. Any particular event you want to see?
I can't even think straight right now.
I can't even think straight.
I mean, push-offs right there. Oh, this would be great, I'm sure.
Oh, and look where the engine smoke comes from.
Yeah.
Like hovering above. It's just, it's not good. Hang on, maybe revert. Well, no, I can't steer in reverse.
Wow.
Oh, I can't steer forward either. Much. They're surviving better than I thought they would. Though they're probably unable to steer well too. I'm almost dead. That guy's dead. Also, fun fact I learned, the hits meter counts in replay mode. And you can max, if you have like a good race and you're patient enough or you just want to fast forward the emulator, you can just max out your hits meter in letting a replay loop. Oh, he drove off.
Knew that. Wow.
Yeah, so just to, let's see if it actually, oh my god.
Boy, this is a candid shot.
Wait, hang on. Wait, how do we do the... Oh, that's the only camera, is that just like, it's not even a drone cam, it's just like someone sitting on a light pole.
Yeah.
It does not, I'm going to preface again, you're going to be disappointed in some degree, because I very much was, but it makes sense. The trailer race,
My.
with the trailer.
Oh, dear. Huh.
So what it does is the hitch point is the front of it. So they apparently have hitch points on all the vehicles.
Apparently.
Which makes sense.
It
So
does.
then you just
In
end
a
up...
strange way it makes sense.
Yes. So it puts them together. And if you only change like one car to the trailer and you pick it, you'll be the trailer behind a car in this race.
Oh, wow.
But you still are kind of like stuck. And you can swap the trailers for cars to where you pull around cars instead of trailers in this.
Ooh, that'd be amazing.
There's many options. But the other one then was the chain race, but pretty much same-ish problem.
Yeah.
You can start out okay. Well, when it resets you, you can go in like a straight line for a bit, but like because wait, I'm actually
Huh. Keep doing
Mom,
it.
I'm doing it. Oh my god, I found a way to do it.
Some dude's all the way in turn 1 already.
I don't know how we got there. We're freaking hauling too.
Wow.
Wait, this drive's easier than normal.
Then normal. Ow.
I'm a tugboat. Ah. Excuse me. Oh my god, this actually drives nice. What? What is? Oh no.
It's been broken so much
no.
that it went all the way around and is now perfect.
I swear I tried this one before and I couldn't get it to do what I'm. Well, wait. Nope. Back to my normal struggles. No, maybe nope. Oh, I know what my issue was. Your steering's normal. So in reverse, left is not backwards, and right. Like
Yeah.
I'm doing left to do left here. That's why I couldn't figure it out before, because I was like, it's not turning where I want to go. Oh, I murdered him. So, any vehicle is an option to make every vehicle. And if you recall, the bus races are normally only, what, 6 cars?
Yeah. Now we can actually have bus races, yes. Oh dear.
He's stuck with a tire. And the textures go on the side. That's why I wanted to just, like, have you pick one.
Okay.
It just doesn't map right, which is expected.
Yeah.
So you could do an entire bus career if you wanted to.
Oh my. That
you-
sounds amazing.
You could do the postal car for the
Yeah.
whole career. I murdered that guy. Or the buses. Because, I mean, this honestly, good choice for a race without knowing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew you loved this game as much as I love this game, and I thought you'd appreciate the fun.
This is fantastic. I'm so happy to see this game added to the mod list.
Again, I don't know the depth in which we can mod it because I've been looking at a lot of the data. Oh my god!
Oh dear. That was a bad trip to say the least.
And that's what happens when you load in as the trailer for the trailer race.
Huh.
When the other vehicles are somewhat normal. But he just doesn't drive. Like, you are driving from the trailer,
Yeah.
which is really funny. Also, the other guys drag around, like, the dead... Well, actually, I swapped them, so that's why they're dragging around hearses and ambulances.
Oh, okay.
But, like, whatever you swapped with is what vehicle it loads that just decides not to drive. Now that I've shown you guys all the fun stuff, I actually want to show you guys... I've gotten all of the cars exported from Dirt to Daytona, and I know this has been done before, but the part that is interesting to me that I don't think people have made a video about, they've replaced textures, but nobody's really talked about all the sponsors that are on all of the other vehicles. And while there's plenty covered with the Cup car, the dirt cars themselves, you know, you don't get to read what these sponsors are sometimes, especially if you played on a PS2 back in the day and you didn't have the other chords for the better resolution image. Reading some of these sponsors was tough. Now you can see some of these logos are small and you still have to figure out what they are, like there's Champion spark plugs and comp cams and all these different racing things that are pretty known for Cup and all forms of racing, really. But some of the stuff like this saying Brown Construction, okay, home, heck, that's even hard to read now. I actually think this says Home Builder, but spelled wrong, because this font's the same as that, where it says build over here. Build your dream, or build your dreams, I think is what that says. But it looks like it's Builder, but with an E on the end, or O-R-E, like they spelled builder wrong, or buildor. So I don't know what happened here. Also, that S font does not look like an S, it looks like an E. But either way, that's that's the sort of stuff I want to actually... I was debating making a second video where we go through all of the Eve of Destruction ones, because there's plenty of fun stuff on those textures. So let me know if you guys would like a video where we go through all of the Eve of Destruction paints and just go ahead and read, you know, what all the sponsors are. So this one's just Eric Jones Towing. Let me find a fun one. So this, for example, I would do the video going through all the paints and reading out what's there and reacting to it. Just, you know, like I don't know what half of them say. I just know what I think they said as a kid, if I even got a good look at them. But, you know, caution explodes on impact, and they have actually a pretty fun drawing of a like pepper with a face. It says hot stuff on it. So, you know, stuff like that is pretty fun, and I think going through all these paints would be fun, but it'd have to be a separate video because it would take so long to go through all these paints. Maybe that'd be a good little live stream, you know, a mini stream or something, but let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I do have one more thing to show you, though. So there was some content from Dirt to Daytona that is in some of these files that I've extracted, and I wanted to show you guys some of this. So this was the original hobby stock car template and one of their paint schemes that they didn't use. As you can see, it has a 171, not a 471. So this was way early in development. It's a lot lower res than the ones they used as well. But it doesn't even fit the hobby body. It actually is shaped differently than the dirt car they have. So that was pretty interesting. But there's also a truck version of it that's early, and you know, it still says NASCAR Heat on it. This might have even been from Heat, but obviously they didn't have a hobby stock car in Heat, and they didn't have a truck in Heat. So, you know, this was kind of an early development interim type of thing. And then here's also a modified that went on used, number 113. Again, another unique paint scheme that wasn't part of the game. Even has a sponsor on it, Speedway frequencies. Yeah, Speedway frequencies. So that's like a radio or you know, the headsets you use at a track. So those three paints are not in the final game, but they are on the car files, and I thought that was interesting. The other thing that was interesting, and by interesting I mean crazy, we all know NASCAR Heat 2 was the title of the game because of all the in-game videos they have, all the tutorials and stuff like that. But I want you to notice that there's a subtitle here. NASCAR Heat 2 Road to the Championship was going to be the original title of this game. To the point where again, these are, I don't know why these are distorted. Maybe it was supposed to be stretched for widescreen, but this is the ratio of them. But they had a, you know, little kind of magazine snippet style thing here with a couple of things they thought were important to mention. And it's pretty crazy that they had this fall of 2002. You can also see that the dirt cars don't seem to have any sponsors on them. These seem to be earlier versions of the dirt cars in development, and even the nose piece looks a little weird on the texture. So this was, you know, a much earlier version that's screenshotted here. Now the modifieds look like it looks like the 302, I think that is the one paint scheme they use a lot, and obviously the cup cars are fine. But I thought that was pretty interesting. And we've got one more. An early version of the career mode menu, and by that I actually don't mean the career mode menu. This, I think, is the main menu of the game, because it says choose a vehicle and press start. This was maybe concept art for what the main menu was going to be. This is maybe what they were planning on doing. It is just straight up the career mode garage, so you know, you could clearly see that. So maybe that was what they were going to do just for every mode, was have this be your car select screen. And it's pretty neat, but that's not what they went with. They went with basic menus in the end for you know, the non-career mode stuff. But here you can see that paint scheme that I mentioned for the truck that's not in the game, that 181. And you can see an early version, the 459 and the 302. So again, the 459 has no sponsors on it. But I thought these things were interesting. That's about all I had for fancy cut content so far. There might be other files. I'd have to dig through everything and see what we could find. But this was just stuff that really stood out to me and I wanted to put in the video. Alright guys, that's going to do it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This was just me messing around during the Thanksgiving break that I had from work. I had a few extra days off and I wanted to take a break from the Thunder stuff and mess around with Dirt to Daytona and Eve of Destruction and see what I could find. And I think I found some fun stuff to toy with, something I could show you guys how to mess with a little bit. I thought it'd be better to just kind of give you guys the tools this time because nothing in depth, nothing too crazy. But maybe some of you guys can experiment with swapping tracks. Maybe you guys could experiment and figure out, maybe someone else will figure out how to get 43 Cup cars on the dirt track. Who knows what else? So I'm excited to see where this goes from some of you guys. I'm not planning on doing much more, if anything else, with these. I'm going to go back to modding Thunder 04 and painting cars for the 1990 pack, which I've been doing. And that's going to be it. Thanks again. See you next time.